Where to, Governor?
Take us home, driver. My manservant will give you directions. I say, excuse me, 73? Oh, it's no good. He's completely engrossed. This plant is quite popular with cats, so I've heard. Leave the mouse alone, dear boy. Try this instead. I believe cats quite like it.
Oh, wow, man. Cosmic. I feel groovy.
While 73 is otherwise engaged, I shall save the poor mouse from a long, protracted death.
Where to, Governor?
Barnsbury. Wait here, Mossop.
Thank you, sir.
Look what I found, dear. It was just about to run up your leg.
Oh, get that thing away from me! Get it away!
I hope she won't act like that on our wedding night. This is the most dastardly thing a chap could do, but I'll give it back to her once I've finished with it.
Piers, you worm! How could you let that horrible thing near me? It was as big as a rat! You're never coming near me again!
On the other hand,
Where to, Governor?
the Crab and Sailor Public House in Whitechapel. I'd better give him the old edition first. Can you do me a favour, old chap?
I don't do nothing for free. If you were to cross my palm with something valuable, I might be able to help you.
Here you are, my good man.
Well, this will do nicely. I just can't resist a nice bit of jewellery. As long as it's not fake, mind. An expensive bauble like this will buy you a big favour in my book.
Can you do me a favour, old chap?
You've paid for my time. What do you want me to do?
I want you to adjust the date of this newspaper and make this look like the latest edition. And, change the result of the horse race while you're at it.
I can't just change the date. A proper forgery requires using authentic material. If you want a good job done, you'll need to get me a new edition of the paper so I can do a bit of cut and paste.
Will this do for your forgery?
Aye, that it will. Give it here. I don't know what you're going to do with this, but I'll bet it's not the sort of business a gentleman like yourself should be involved with.
That's the advantage of being a gentleman. You're always the last to come under suspicion.
Come back a bit later, and you'll have your stuff.
Where to, Governor?
Take us home, driver. My manservant will give you directions. You are house-trained, aren't you?
I don't know, Mr. Fanshawe. I've never been in a house before.
Well, when and if you feel the urge, go outside, or in Mossop's room. How did you get here from Dinsey Island?
To tell the truth, I just swam west until I saw a passing ship, clambered aboard and stowed away for a couple of weeks. Luckily, it was en route to Southampton docks.
How did you come to hear of me and my adventuring exploits?
There was a newspaper on the floor of my cage. It had a feature on you.
They gave you reading matter? Oh, how civilized.
Wasn't actually for reading, Mr. Fanshawe.
Stay here, but stay off the furniture.
Where to, Governor?
The Crab and Sailor Public House in Whitechapel. There's nothing like a sure bet.
Where to, Governor?
The Highborn Club on Piccadilly.
Good day, Mr. Fanshawe.
Hello, Popper.
Potter, sir.
Jolly good. Gentlemen, I have here, wet off the press, I mean hot off the press, the results of the 3:30. It appears my horse romped home.
Dash and blast. At those odds. Oh well, Fanshawe. A wager's a wager, and I suppose you'll deserve your winnings. I will make the necessary arrangements for you to have my ship. If you go down to the docks, the captain will be instructed to do your bidding. Look for the SS Farragut.
Thank you, gentlemen. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Goodbye, Mr. Fanshawe.
Cheerio, Pongo.
Potter, sir.
Excellent.
Where to, Governor?
The docks. Here's my permission from Queen Victoria herself to bypass the shipping blockade.
You must have good connections.
Now can I go on board my ship?
Nope.
Why not?
Well, as harbour master, I have to ensure that all the ships that leave have proper plans for their routes, or else they'll get lost and sink. You haven't lodged a route plan with me.
Now listen here, my good fellow. I am a free-spirited wanderer of this fair planet. I wish to sail across the deep blue waters, to feel the fresh oceanic breeze blowing through my hair and the cold sea spray splashing on my face. I will explore the far-flung corners of uncharted territories.
So, you have no idea of where you're going?
No.
Then you've got a problem, sir.
I may consult you later, old chap.
That's not a true mariner's map. Just a pretty picture.
Can't I bribe you to let us leave without filing route plans?
Bribe? Me? A well-respected harbour master? Accepting a bribe? Oh, I couldn't possibly do that. It wouldn't be right.
I can't file route plans. I'm on a secret mission.
Only the Royal Navy is allowed to go on secret missions, lad. And they sail out of Portsmouth. Civilian ships have to file plans.
I see you smoke a pipe.
Aye, it's my one and only vice. I travelled all over the world when I was younger, and I found that the best way to judge a place was to test the strength of the local tobacco. If it produced sweet, aromatic wisps of smoke, then the place was full of landlubbers and tourists and wasn't worth a second look. I always hated those places.
What about the places that you did like? like.
Ah, tobacco you got from my sort of place made smoke that was thick, black, and made you cough so hard that medical students queued up to dissect you.
And that's a good thing, is it?
Oh, aye. What I wouldn't give for a really strong bit of tobacco. No one makes it like they used to, you know. All those quacks and professors saying it's bad for you. Ah, what do they know? They'll be saying scurvy does you harm next.
I may consult you later, old chap. If you like strong tobacco, old chap, I've got a cigar that you might like to try. It's got a unique flavour, I hear. Each one is lovingly rolled on the thighs of women of loose morals and easy virtue. Then it's left to ferment in a tar pit for 20 years. There's a very limited supply of these, you know.
Well, thank you very kindly, young man. I'm never averse to trying a new smoke.
Oh my goodness, are you all right?
All right? Oh, by golly, lad. That's the best cigar I've ever had. Kicks like a mule, but with a subtle, fruity flavour to it. Where did you get it from?
Oh, a long way away. In fact, I could go and get you some more if you'd like.
Yes, please. That would be right noble of you.
Capital. But there is one small problem. They only make that type of cigar on a remote tropical island, the location of which is a well-guarded secret. If I were to file plans to go there, everyone would be able to get to the island and buy these cigars, and stocks would dwindle, making them impossible to obtain.
Whereabouts is this island, then? I've been all over the world, and I've never even heard of an island such as that.
It's on the Tropic of Cancer, but I can't tell you any more than that. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Okay then, lad. We'll do a deal. I'll let your ship leave without filing official plans, but I'll have to say you're an explorer, and that you're drawing the map as you go.
How ingenious.
You'd better take one of my Imperial maps, though. Otherwise you'll never find your way out of the English Channel.
Thank you. I'll return with more cigars as soon as I can. Come on, Mossop. Let's get on board for a life on the ocean wave, the smell of the sea, the pitching of the ship.
The vomiting of the manservant?
Oh, really, Mossop? You should be getting used to it by now. Come along, Mossop. Did you dispose of all that junk that was cluttering up my pockets?
I certainly did, sir.
One can never be too careful on a ship that pitches and tosses to and fro.
Oh, please don't remind me, sir.
Stop fussing, Mossop. There's no time to lose. We've got to find our captain and set sail immediately.